How old are you?
I'm 16 years old.
How old were you when you first experimented with drugs?
I was 12 years old.
Have you ever taken ecstasy, Molly, synthetic cannabis, or nicotine?
All of them.
Okay. What was your first experience with ecstasy?
I was 13 years old, and it was on a Wednesday after school, and it was the first drug I'd ever done. I felt very happy, overly happy, I should say. I made a lot of friends that day. Also lost a few who were disappointed in me for experimenting with drugs.
How old are you?
19.
How old were you when you first experimented with drugs?
It was the summer after 7th grade, so about 13 or 14.
Have you ever taken synthetic cannabis before?
Yes. Well, a few years ago, I was getting drug tested by my parents, so I couldn't smoke regular cannabis. So then in the smoke shops, they had this thing called Spice, which was like synthetic, but it didn't show up on drug tests. That's how I kind of came across it. Oh, so this one time at work, right? I was on my lunch break. I was working a night shift, so like late at night. I went to go smoke in my car, like during lunch, and I literally like thought I was like possessed by the devil. I forgot my name, like where I was, and I almost started a fight with someone.
I'm 18.
How old were you when you first experimented with drugs?
I have to say 15.
What was your first experience with cannabis?
I was sitting in my friend's mom's room, and we were smoking cannabis out of a 2-liter Pepsi bottle. And the first reaction I got to it was I took a hit of the cannabis and my throat got very itchy and dry, and I coughed and it wouldn't go away. And I just sat there, and everything felt like I felt like I wasn't in my body. I felt like I was looking above and down at myself. And then I fell asleep. My last experience, in September, I was sitting with a group of friends, and we were just smoking cannabis, and me and my friend look at each other, and he's like, "Hey man, do you want to quit?" And I was like, "Alright." And then I quit, and he didn't, but overall it was an interesting night.
I was 11 years old when I had my first cigarette. I was 13 when I became addicted. And I have been smoking a pack a day for about 3 years now.
What's your name?
My name is Brandon, or Brandon. I am a mental health professional, and any minute I'm going to get my license in mental health counseling. And I am a chemical dependency trainee, and probably in the summer I'll be a chemical dependency professional. Psychosis, hallucination, delusions. It can lead to mood disorders and depression because there's a certain level of like serotonin that meets in the brain, and after a while, if that ecstasy is the one that's meeting the serotonin, the brain's gonna be like, oh, well, I don't need to make it anymore, so it's gonna drop the dosage down, and then if they come off of it, their brain's never gonna be able to reach that maximum serotonin level naturally, so they're gonna be unhappy.